To Kobe, thank you for being one of the most influential people in my life. So we went around campus to honor you. I asked fellow fans to write what your legacy meant to them, or just say thank you, and to keep the Kobe tradition alive.
I got you. Kobe. There you go, yeah. Kobe. Kobe.
Hi, so today we're here with
Professor Kozloy,
Caleb.
Raul,
Christopher,
Alex,
Alec,
Noah,
Tommy.
and we're just honoring Kobe and his impact on our lives and in general. So, what was your favorite memory of Kobe's?
So, being from New Jersey, obviously not really a Lakers fan, but in the wake of everything, just seeing him being, really a phenomenal dad, and as a woman, and seeing him be a great, it's going around, he's a girl dad, and just seeing his amount of effort and the time that he spent to really, spend time with his family, doing a lot of work for sports for young women with the Mamba Academy and young girls who want to be athletes. Kobe said that he really thinks there are women who currently could play in the NBA right now, and just said, and really someone in the corner for women. So I really appreciated that.
Yeah. Kobe always had his daughters. He always wanted. I feel bad for Gigi. Rest in peace, Gigi, because she would have been a great player.
Yeah, for
And
sure. She wanted to go to
It's
UConn.
tragic.
Yeah.
Honestly, I gotta say my favorite Kobe moment was him tearing his Achilles and then shooting the 2 free throws on his own 2 feet, because that just really goes to show how tough he is, his work ethic. It's kind of a microcosm of how he approached the game and just his toughness in general. So hats off to that.
And Richard Sherman said that when he tore his Achilles, he said that he had to walk off because Kobe walked off.
Yeah,
and it just
exactly.
shows how.
I can only imagine. My friend tore his Achilles. He could not walk for a year and a half. So I don't know how my man Kobe did it.
My favorite Kobe moment is against the Brooklyn Nets, one of his last seasons when he dunked on Chris Humphries and someone else. It's he's that old and he's still able to do it. That's insane.
My favorite memory is gonna have to be his final game. This man really dropped 60 in his final game with the Lakers. That's just such a Kobe thing to do.
Yeah, exactly. It's the best way to go out.
What was your favorite Kobe memory?
I know it's going to be a basic one, but it's the 81-point game. Just to be able to put up that amount of points in one game is insane. Anything over 50 points to me has always been crazy, but to be able to put up 81 points out of 104, I believe, is pretty much 80% of the points. And to be able to do that is it's insane. It's just something you probably won't ever see again.
My favorite memory was the Matt Barnes situation, because he said if anyone can compete with me and do that, they deserve to play with me. And Matt Barnes would play with Kobe later on in his career.
Yeah.
Favorite Kobe memory?
Kobe's final 60-point game.
Even though we may have not personally known Kobe, his impact on us and everyone in the world is immense. So how has Kobe impacted you?
As growing up as a sports fan and teaching sport and the law, it just really makes me realize how special and how important sports is. It's a part of our society. How players that we don't know on a personal level really impact us. He was someone I grew up with as a sports fan, watching him, and I just enjoy his tenacity on the court, his competitiveness, and kind of see him transition as someone who retired to really being a family person. Was a cool thing to see.
Personally, I never rooted for Kobe as a kid, but I always respected him, and seeing his mentality on the court, which is just something you have to respect.
Yeah.
So how has Kobe impacted you?
Well, Kobe's the first basketball player I ever saw on TV. I remember my grandma was telling me number 8, he's supposed to be a pretty good player. So He was one of the first players I really picked up on. First player I clued up on. He was my favorite player as a little kid. He really inspired me to play basketball, and I kind of modeled my game after him. So I would say he had a really big impact on my life. Not even just in basketball, just in general, like my work ethic, how I approach things.
I think Kobe, his work ethic and the way he conducts himself on the court and his whole mentality towards things is just inspiring. He's always working towards his goal, always trying to get better. And I think that's something that we always try to take in our lives.
Well, to me, Kobe is the #1 competitor of all time. And me being an athlete, I always took that into my games. And it's resonated with me off the court too, because just mom mentality in general just strives me to be better in everything I do.
And just showing like that is like he learned many languages just to talk trash and everything. It just shows how far of a competitor he is.
He inspired me to just try my best and go hard in everything. And I take that with everything, whether it be sports, school, or whatever. I just like to go hard, you know?
Yeah, his Mamba mentality is just contagious. Seeing Kobe put the same effort on the court into his family, what does that mean to you?
Me being a young father, which is kind of putting it out there. I'm only 21 years old. My daughter's too. And to be able to look up to somebody who's an immense, like crazy good athlete and also just such a great father, it hurts a lot. A little backstory. When it all happened, it was Sunday and it was me and one of my other coworkers, and we were just in here quiet for like 40 minutes. Like we saw the story and we all were like, nah, it's no way. Then it started to, like slowly confirm, and like it's crazy. Like the shop was quiet, no one came in, and it was just quiet like that. And it hurt me, not even knowing the person, but just to be that young, and to lose out on your life, lose out on like your daughter's life, your wife. Like I have a kid now, and like if anything were to happen to me or my daughter, it would suck because we didn't live through life fully. Her mother, how would she feel? It's a really sad feeling, but I mean, you got to give respect to him. He's an amazing dad and was an even more amazing athlete.
Yeah, personally, I was shocked, and it just makes you like rethink about life and how like you think someone's at such a high level. Like you never thought he would die. Like it's just like it just puts you in reality.
I think it's important because he wanted to do both. He wanted to spend time with his wife and his kids. So that was the whole point of him getting the helicopter, so he'd be able to do that and avoid LA traffic. And I think it's hard.
To me, it just shows me that at the end of the day, he wasn't just an athlete. He was also a father and a husband. Yeah. And he put just as much effort off the court than he did on the court.
To go the extra mile for your kids, because you never know when's the last time you'll see them.